The days turned into weeks, and the magical hen had become the heart of Chandipur. Every dawn, villagers gathered at Ramu's hut, waiting for the golden miracle. Some bowed their heads in silent awe when the egg appeared. Others whispered with bitterness, "Gold is useless if we cannot use it," muttered Bola, a shopkeeper whose debts were piling up. "But maybe it's not meant to be used," said Mira, the schoolteacher. "Maybe it's meant to remind us of something greater." Bah, words do not feed empty stomachs, Bola spat. Greed began to fester like an open wound. One night, a group of men sneaked to Ramu's hut. Their plan was simple: steal the hen, hide it far away, and keep the eggs for themselves. They tiptoed inside, but the moment they touched the hen, it opened its eyes golden, burning, sharp. It flapped its wings with such force that the men stumbled back as if struck by an invisible storm. By morning, the men woke to find their hair turned completely white. From that day, none of them ever dared to go near the hen again. The villagers whispered in fear, "It can punish us." But for the greedy, fear was not enough. The outsider. News of the golden hen spread beyond Chandipur. Merchants traveling through the city carried the tale to markets and taverns. Soon, a wealthy man named Seth Govind heard of it. A man of silk clothes and jeweled rings, he believed that everything in the world had a price. "A hen that lays golden eggs," he scoffed, though his eyes glittered with desire. "Bring it to me. I will make it mine." Seth Govind arrived in Chandipur with guards and sacks of silver. He summoned the villagers. "I will buy this hen," he declared. "Name your price." Ramu clutched the hen protectively. "It is not for sale." "Think, fool," Seth sneered. "With this silver, you can build a mansion. You can live like a king." But the villagers had already seen what happened when greed touched the eggs. They shook their heads. "It cannot be sold." Seth's face twisted. That night, he ordered his guards to seize the hen. They stormed Ramu's hut, overturning pots and breaking walls. But the moment their hands touched the hen, a blinding light filled the room. The guards screamed as golden feathers burned their skin. When the light faded, they were thrown outside, trembling. Their armor cracked like clay. The hen remained untouched. The change in the village. By now, everyone understood. The hen was not ordinary wealth. It was a test. Slowly, the people of Chandipur began to change. Instead of quarreling, they began sharing. Mira, the teacher, started gathering children every morning by Ramu's hut. "The hen is teaching us patience," she said. "So we must learn to live with what we have." At first, the children only came for the excitement of seeing the golden egg. But soon, they stayed to listen to stories, to learn letters drawn in the dust, to sing songs together. A strange peace began to settle over the village. Even Ramu, who once clutched the hen as his ticket to wealth, grew softer. He no longer sold the eggs in the city. Instead, he let them sit for a day until they vanished, a reminder that greed always dissolves. His hut, once lonely, became a place where neighbors gathered to talk, laugh, and share food. The final egg. One morning, months after the hen's arrival, something unusual happened. The hen clucked louder than usual, her feathers glowing brighter than ever before. The villagers sensed something different. They gathered quickly, hearts pounding. Then, with a gentle cry, the hen laid not one, but 3 golden eggs. The villagers gasped. Never before had there been more than one. Ramu bent down carefully. He did not touch them. Instead, he asked the crowd, "What should we do?" For the first time, no one shouted, no one argued. They simply stood together, gazing at the shimmering eggs. Then little Asha, a girl no older than 7, stepped forward. "Maybe," she said softly, "these eggs are not for our hands, but for our hearts." The people fell silent. They understood. The eggs were never meant to be cracked, melted, or hoarded. They were meant to teach patience, humility, unity. As if hearing their thoughts, the 3 eggs glowed even brighter, filling the entire village square with golden light. The villagers felt warmth wash over them, memories of kindness, love, and laughter. And then, as always, the eggs dissolved into the air, vanishing like gentle wishes. The hen gave one last cluck. Then, before anyone could move, she spread her wings, shimmering like a small sun, and flew into the sky, higher, higher, until she became nothing more than a spark among the clouds. The golden hen was gone. The legacy. At first, there was silence. The villagers stared at the empty ground, sadness pressing on their hearts. But slowly, a strange peace settled over them. They realized the hen had not abandoned them. She had left behind something greater than gold, a change in their hearts. From that day on, Chandipur was never the same. Quarrels were fewer, laughter was louder, and kindness grew like crops in fertile soil. The village became known far and wide, not for a magical hen, but for its unity and wisdom. Travelers came not to see golden eggs, but to learn from the people who once held them. And when the children of Chandipur asked their parents about the hen, the parents would smile and say, "She came to teach us that wealth vanishes, but goodness remains." And that lesson is worth more than gold.